just a lie to abuse power. They lie, they rape, they kill. All for replacing wrong way. Nothing suffering.
For me, with a band and like albums, I want to hear it. Even on like the early Slayer albums, you can hear that that's just like guys in a room.
Marching with their little dicks in hand.
A really aggressive kid's birthday party. You know, like instead of Bozo the Clown, it's, you know, like ECW hardcore wrestlers being like, all right, we're gonna entertain some 5-year-olds at this birthday party, and it's nothing but like Sour Patch Kids and pure sugar, like pixie sticks and shit.
How you feel?
Oh, I feel? I'm tired. I wanna go to bed.
Was it worth it?
No. I wanna quit life and just stay in bed all day.
With this band, this is fully me. This is fully like how I would write the drums from the ground up, nothing. And like, you know, everything Nate's doing, Sean's doing, this is just like a very collaborative and creative band. Not that the other ones aren't, but like, this is like a band where I feel I can just do, like, we can do anything we want. I kind of like that very like guerrilla warfare style, I guess I would call it, recording.
There is no justice. There's only justice.
We're not cool at all. Nobody likes us. We're mean kids.
I think that they bounce between the punk, hardcore, and metal scene and death metal scene. So I think that they can spread it around, and they don't really have to completely pigeon themselves on one genre.
This one's our panty melter. Kids I was friends with in this group of kids that I hung out with, they were the two like metalcore kids, and they were into all that shit. So I started listening to that stuff. But then I had another friend who was into Nile and Black Dahlia Murder and Cannibal Corpse, Necrophagist. Started listening to that stuff. So I went from like punk and hardcore, then started going to metalcore shows and heavy metal shows, because in Houston we used to have the Engine Room, and that place was strictly metal.
You know, as you get older, it's like you get to a point like, fuck that. Let's just play what I feel, and that's what this is. It comes out as real simple, but what I tend to do is I go home and rewrite it over and over.
I'm more of like kind of like 80s, 90s thrash, like more fast kind of stuff than just like sludgy like breakdowns, but I feel like we're putting hopefully at least like a different spin on that kind of music than like what people are used to hearing with it.
I don't know the lyrics. Justice, just us.
I like when bands like you can tell that there's like a lot of converging creative ideas like coming together.
I think we're all doing something different, like out of our comfort zone. I really do. I think we're all, we're experimenting.
The mix should be pretty easy, and it's there'll be a few overdubs to talk about, like some talk of a few keyboards maybe, and a couple samples, and I think out of the 8 tunes, Nate has 6 to 8 little extra lead things, which will probably be more of a noise track. Knowing him, he's not gonna sweep and shred. That's not really his thing. So there'll be a few ambient layers. So the mix should be pretty solid. I mean, it makes me. If you ask, like, why am I excited to mix it? Well, I'm excited to mix it because it should be pretty straightforward, which is always the best mix.
A lot of stuff I've written about, like, deals with life and death and my own battles with just, like, being manic depressive and bipolar and just dealing with that on a day-to-day basis. But then, like, wrote fun shit. I have a song about werewolves on the hunt and how, the moon is their goddess and they worship the moon, and then another song's literally about Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
We have such different flavors than what I'm used to working with musically wise that it just brings out a level of creativity in me that I feel I don't always get from like other projects. Not that that's a bad thing, it just is what it is. More slammy kind of stuff I've always liked, but I've never leaned into it like this, and this is almost like jumping into like a 20-foot pool, not knowing how to swim. Like Sean, for example, he'll be like, on this song I want to do more punk vocals, on this song I want to do more death metal vocals, and same with Nate, you know, oh, this is more of a hardcore beat, like let me write something more hardcore.
Nate's a crusher on guitar, a veteran dude, killer gear, top-notch stuff. And always brings it, you know, awesome tone, awesome tuning. The singer, Sean, been here before, great. And then Alex, he laid it down today. That was 5.5 hours of 8 huge drum tracks and killed it.
You know, you can sit there for 50 years and go, oh, I want that tighter, I want this better. It's like, but it's never gonna be. Like, even if you programmed it, like I'll listen to programmed drums that I did myself and be like, I don't like the way that sounds. It's like, it's literally perfect.
I always have a tendency of saying, oh, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. This ain't good enough. Nothing's ever good enough. This time I ain't gonna do that. I just put it out there. Put it out there. If you don't like it, whatever. If you do, cool. It's 100% me.
Just from fun.
Fuck.
And that's all I really want this to be. Because after doing years of bands and like really being like, this is what we gotta be, and trying to be this and playing these type of shows, it's nice to just have it all just be fun. And I kind of hope that's what people take away from it. And when everything sounds too polished, it's like you get away from the feeling, you know? It's like if it's too polished, I'm not feeling anything from this music. So having it be raw, it's like we want it to, you know, really strike a chord with people, and we want to have the record sound like how we play live.
I feel as that technology has increased in like availability to everybody, it's kind of taken away that like essence of like, you know, Led Zeppelin. We got enough money for a couple hours of tape, boys. Like, let's get in there and get this done.
We have a song called World on Fire, and it's about police brutality and the fact that there's so many police out there that just abuse the power they have and work the system, and just how the government and the media and, you know, businesses like in the top 1% just have this control. Basically stormtroopers that harm society, that are killing people based off color of their skin, religion, you know, sexual orientation, and mostly just targeting the black community, you know. And it's like, growing up as a kid, you know, like especially for me growing up in the 90s, it's like, oh, you watch Family Matters, you got Carl Winslow, like, oh, he's a good cop, he's a good dad. But nowadays it's like, there isn't a good cop. They don't protect and serve. pretty much just that. Just every day getting a text from Nate like, oh, hey, I rewrote the part of the song. I rewrote this song. I was like, Nate, I hate you so much. Stop changing the ending of these songs. And he's like, oh, no, it's just the same song. And it's like, all right, let's add that to list. That's 10 times now. Oh, 11 times now. You know, it was like a daily thing every day. Like, Nate, I'm going to fucking kill you. Stop changing the end of this song. And he'd be like, no, it's fine, though. It's fine. It's fine. And sometimes it'd be like the littlest tweak. And it's like, that's so, like... Dude. And then a week later, oh, hey, I entirely rewrote this part. I want to kill him so bad. Jesus, something's really in my... Oh, my God.